a couple of minutes. Head coach Sean Miller has joined us here courtside. Coach, this week you've talked about a couple of things. You talked about turnovers, big factor here tonight. Mentioned that this was not going to be a high-scoring game tonight. Oregon really was able to dictate the tempo. What else went into the Ducks' victory?
Well, I thought they played their game, and they came right into McHale, and they took it to us from the beginning. We were playing uphill all night, Brian. It started with the 9 turnovers in the first half. And, there's different types of turnovers. There's the one where the ball's passed out of bounds. But, their turnovers kind of come in that steal mode, where deflection mode, all of a sudden they kind of have you out of sorts, and they take your turnovers and they convert them, or they take your turnover and they push the tempo. And when you have 9.5, you're already playing uphill. And then in the second half, we did a better job taking care of the ball. But at the end of the day, 14 turnovers in this game. That's one of several things that plagued us. You play with 10 or fewer, then you have a chance to have one of those hard-fought, ugly wins. But right now, when I look back to the game, and just really at the beginning, we were almost struck by how they were playing defensively. They're really active, and they certainly had us off balance. We had a poor night on offense. I think one of the messages that we had at halftime, we have 9 turnovers, but we really have 14 turnovers because we also took 5 what I would call worst shots that we could ever get. It's just a contested, crazy, early three-point shot that's challenged. And you take those plus 9 turnovers, that's a tough one. The last play of the half was a tough play. Trying to be a smart team. If you just throw a baseball pass at 1 second and you hit the rim or backboard, they don't score. But there's really the epitome of the game. A steal, which led to 2 points. And again, that's the epitome of Oregon when they're playing well. But I credit them. They came in. They played a poised game. They're the same team that had a tough loss at home to both UCLA and Oregon State, and they've bounced back, and tonight they were the better of the 2 teams.
In terms of defense, is this the best defensive team that you've faced so far this season?
They are. They're unique. They have shot blockers. They have a lot of different guys that play the game hard. And, we have to really move it. And when the shot's available, you have to take it. What Oregon does is, because of their style, you're not really able to run offense like you normally do. You have to play the team game. You have to trust each other. The ball's going to move. Guys have to make really good decisions. And there were just too many times where we made poor decisions and didn't create good opportunities.
Throughout this season, you faced a lot of zone defenses. I think you've been really happy with the way your team has attacked zones. What was different about Oregon's zone tonight, or was it really?
They play a different type of zone, Brian, because a lot of their defense is full court, half court, and they speed you up. They kind of get you out of sorts. Once they're in the half court, they do a great job communicating and scrambling. But, for us, it's guys have to really share it, move it, drive it, take great shots. There are times when we had the opportunity to throw the ball to Chase in the low post, and we passed on it. And, those opportunities aren't going to come your way 2 different times. That's, hey, one time in the possession, you have a chance to get it in there. You didn't. Now what kind of shot do we get instead? Most of the time, it wasn't a good one. And then, having said all that, you get the game under 4 minutes, which we've been in a lot of times. We never could really find the rhythm because we missed 2 front ends of a 1-and-1, and we gave up just an enormous 3-point shot. Lack of responsibility, just kind of lost our man. So, we did a number of things that we're not going to be able to overcome against the team that came in here playing the way they did.
I'm going to say you're going to see another outstanding defensive team on Saturday, too, in Oregon State.
No doubt. And the way we are right now, we're vulnerable every game, and I think we're able to beat every team in the Pac-12, and every team's able to beat us. The first 4 bounced our way. This one didn't, and now it's up to us to respond and hopefully get Oregon State.
All right. Thanks, Coach. We'll see you Saturday. Head coach Sean Miller here courtside. Ducks beat the Wildcats 59-54 the final.